turnovers. So they weren't playing at a high efficiency level early.
So, there goes the 2023 NBA season, man. It's crazy. Kinda getting emotional a little bit here, but huge congratulations to the Denver Nuggets, their fans. They deserve it. Hey, nothing like the first one. Nothing like the first championships, that's for sure, man. And first, I want to go on a little bit of a personal note. One of the most satisfying years and seasons of my life, despite the Warriors having one of the most disjointed seasons ever, which is truly a paradox, but sometimes life just works in funny ways, man. Life is a true comedian, man. Shout out Kendrick. So thanks to this, man. Thanks to being able to do this and feeling like I belong somewhere, even though I don't think I'm particularly like special. I just feel like I belong, man, and that's all that matters in the end. And I have 243 subscribers from this, man. Some active people here and there comment from time to time. Thankful for everyone that just takes their time to tune into these videos, even though they could be watching literally anybody else. And I'm only looking forward to creating more content and just for the following NBA years and sports years to come. And I'm so thankful, man. It truly is of course, it's not that far away when I will get back into it, but I guess nothing like the first year on YouTube. Yeah. Anywho, what a team Denver is, man. And they will probably be for the years to come. You have Ish Smith and Jeff Green getting rings, the journeyman's dream. Shout out to Jeff Green, especially after that heart surgery he had early on in his career. So happy for the guy. DeAndre Jordan being the first one to get a ring from the Lob Clippers era, which is somewhat hilarious, somewhat sad, but shout out to DeAndre Jordan. He even got some minutes tonight due to the foul trouble, so that was hilarious and awesome to see. Rookies getting their shine in Christian Braun, shout out to him. Shout out to Zeke Naji, Peyton Watson, shout out to Vlatko Kankar, who even gave them some positive minutes in the regular season. Thomas Bryant getting here, asking for a trade from LA and winning a ring in Denver despite not playing any minutes, but hey, which is just special. Bruce Brown, the ultimate role player, fearless, relentless, and we will see how his contract is after this year, but hey, he was spectacular. He was one of the biggest pieces to this Denver puzzle. Spectacular role player, can do anything for you. He's fearless, relentless, and just makes the right plays at the right time. Then you have KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope getting his second ring. One hell of a 3-and-D guy and seems great for the locker room. Happy for him. And Miami has to be kind of sick of him. He had some huge buckets here and made those clutch free throws at the end of this game. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. coming off of those back surgeries and just, even though he had rough finals series, he was still really good this regular season and these playoffs nonetheless. And he's still very young and he has a lot more to come. Aaron Gordon stepping up, proving himself more than a dunk contest, man, and just, I don't know, man, he played much better than I kind of expected, man, considering last year how he looked against the Warriors. I know, it's a whole different stuff, but, still, the mentality was different there, and he was great. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray recovering from that ACL tear and those mental hurdles and that IG Live. Let me stop playing. He is one of the toughest shot makers in this league and one of the most satisfying players to watch for me especially. So shout out to Jamal Murray and I can't wait to see what he does next. Jokić, Nikola Jokić, incredible player and one hilarious dude. One of the best ever, man. However you want to interpret that, he is an all-time great and I don't care where you rank him. I don't care where I rank him. I just want to say he's an all-time great and I really appreciate watching an all-time great do his thing. Special team, and they are for sure poised for more shots at this for the years to come, man. And as for Miami, they did as well as they could, I think, and the Celtics series, I think, caught up to them in the end here, and if they closed it out in 4, who knows how this would have turned out, but there are no what-ifs here and there. That's not how we live. Jimmy's ankle was clearly not right, but he is not the one to make excuses, and I really appreciated that from him. He had a rough finals. He didn't make no excuses, continued to be himself, continues to be proud, and I love his approach to, I guess, life, really. And salute to Jimmy Butler, man. And you have Gabe Vince and Max Strus, Kevin Love, Caleb Martin. Salute to them. Great playoffs, even though those finals didn't go as they wanted, they still had a great year and earned themselves some money, man, that's for sure. And then you have Kyle Lowry, Haywood Highsmith, Bam was great, man. And you have, of course, Tyler Hero, who tried to play. He didn't get any minutes despite them kind of faking us out with those news. Then, of course, Udonis Haslem retiring, salute to the guy. Great locker room presence, and yeah, it's gonna be weird not seeing him there, I guess, but we'll see. Victor Oladipo, another injured guy, shout out to him. Hopefully he's able to recover. He's been through a lot. So, special season for Miami. Haywood Highsmith also. Salute to the Heat. Excited to see what they do this offseason. There are so many teams that will do a lot of big things in the offseason. We'll see if the Heat are one of them. And as for the game in it of itself, even though it kind of doesn't matter that much, I still want to talk about it a little bit. There was early foul trouble for Denver. Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Jeff Green, all in foul trouble very early on, and absolutely nervous start. As you could see, they had some really uncharacteristic turnovers, and they were just feeling the pressure, that's for sure. And it was a game of runs. Miami started right, then Denver caught up with them, turned it on its head. Then Miami absolutely dominated the second quarter and had a lead, and then it was Jokic and Murray in the second half, and the Heat barely scored. And there was this graphic where it was like Jokic and Murray had 25 points, and the whole Miami Heat team had 25 points in the second half at one point, which was intriguing. Miami also set the tone physically early on with some full court press. Both teams could barely throw it in the ocean from the 3-point line, which was, yeah, kind of fitting to an end. And that's what happens when it's, you know, the closeout game, and you get more nervous and those shots just don't fall as often. And Michael Porter Jr. was hilarious throughout the game. Some of the shot selection was criminal, but he overall had one of his better games, I would say. Kyle Lowry was sensational and one of the biggest reasons the game was closed. He made some timely shots and he was great passing-wise, great rebounding-wise, and just had a great game. And then you had Bam, who was great in that first quarter, but then did not do much offensively, even though he tried. There were some rough misses, maybe even, you know, probably from being tired and from just playing that many minutes and everything. And he still needs some polishing on the offensive end, but he was sensational. Otherwise, these playoffs, these finals, he truly answered the call, and I think he proved everyone kind of wrong. Not sure if everyone, but he did prove himself, that's for sure. And shout out to Bam, excited to see how he improves from here. And then there was that 1 minute and 1 second in the fourth quarter where Cody Zeller played, and it was horrific. It was horrible, man. And yeah, it was just 1 minute and 1 second in the fourth quarter, but it made all the difference. And it felt like it was over earlier on because Jimmy looked bad, the Heat looked kind of disjointed, the Nuggets started to get going, and then Jimmy woke up, hit 2 big 3-pointers, had that very questionable call on the 3-point foul, and it did not get overturned. He made all 3 free throws. It was a 1-point game. Then there was some bucket trading. Then there was this MPJ shot where I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Bruce Brown had his worst game maybe of the playoffs, maybe of the season even, and then he had the most important bucket of the night. Jimmy turnover, Denver finishes it off. Miami took some tough shots when they were down 3 and down 5, and there we have it. Special stuff. Congratulations to Denver. Next year the Warriors are coming for them, hopefully, and hope you all have a wonderful summer. I'll still be creating some content, I'll be around, we'll see what we do, some Summer League coverage, some Wembanyama coverage, some, I don't know, draft coverage, some Warriors videos from this season. We'll see what I figure out, but I'll for sure make something, and we'll see how it looks. Probably not daily, but I'll be around, that's for sure. And then we do it all over again next year when the season starts in October. Take care, everyone. Peace and love. Rom Jednaras out.